Good morning. We have your 4x4 for this week, the first week of May. Have some interesting stories this week, as usual. Lots still going on in the space. And these stories are from really all over the globe. First one, Bloomberg New Energy Finance reported last week that the levelized cost of energy for battery storage system has fallen by 50% in just 2 years to a benchmark of around US $150 per megawatt hour for 4-hour duration projects. That means new build batteries can be competitive with gas peaker plants, according to BNEF. Battery projects in 2015 had about 1.5 hours of average duration storage. Now we're seeing 2.2 hours in the 2020 projects, and those will get longer. Projects are also growing quickly in size. The average project in 2015 was just under 3 megawatts compared with an average of 21 megawatts today. So watch for a continuing relentless fall in battery prices, which will translate into more projects for peakers now and a lot more firming up of renewables because wind and solar just keep getting cheaper. And speaking of solar getting cheaper, we just saw this last week an announcement out of Abu Dhabi that Abu Dhabi Power has claimed a new world record low tariff for a solar project in its 2 gigawatt Al Dhafra project, with the winner at $13.50 per megawatt hour, so 1.35 cents per kilowatt hour. That beats last year's record in Portugal of 1.64 cents per kWh. This 2 gigawatt Al Dhafra project follows on the first utility scale project from Abu Dhabi called the Noor project, which saw a then record price of 2.42 cents per kilowatt hour just 3 years ago. So the new price is 44% lower. As that solar gets cheaper, hydrogen becomes just a little bit more feasible. And we saw out of China last week that China's Baofeng Energy Group indicated it had broken ground on the world's largest solar-powered hydrogen pilot plant, slated to use a 200-megawatt solar power plant located in the northwest region of Ningxia to make hydrogen via electrolysis. Several reports indicate the project is expected to cost about $198 million and produce 160 million standard cubic meters of hydrogen annually. It will also involve hydrogen refueling stations and a collaboration with hydrogen power buses. Interesting thing is Baofeng Energy is primarily a coal mining and chemical production company, but it commented the project is a demonstration of how to move away from fossil-fueled energy. Just another indication of the transformation we're seeing. And then finally, the last project in that hydrogen space, while it's still really expensive to use hydrogen from renewables and certainly not cost-effective today, the testing of the application is showing promise. So in Sweden last week, a company announced that it had replaced liquefied natural gas as the source of high-temperature heat at a steel rolling mill. Using hydrogen had no effect on the quality of steel, and this is all about applying heat evenly to the metal as you're rolling it out and thinning it. Thanks to the trial, they said, we know hydrogen can be used simply and flexibly with no impact on the steel quality, which would ultimately mean a large reduction in the carbon footprint. And so we could see in the years to come a transition, taking green electrons, creating hydrogen, and moving into that industrial sector to clean that up, which is the last frontier right now for carbon reduction. Industry is the hard one to hit. Electrification of grid is moving along, transportation is starting to happen, but the industrial sector remains difficult. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again next week. Stay healthy.